back with 843 TV. We're Kevin Phillips, who is the new mayor of Port Royal. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
And congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
You know, now being a mayor of a community, it's a big role.
Yes, ma'am. So, and actually, I mean, I've been on Port Royal Town Council for the past 4 years. So, you know, got elected, ran for my first office in 2019. So for 4 years, I've been, you know, on town council, working with the current mayor and seeing, you know, how that job is and what it entails and the responsibilities. So I'm familiar with it and excited to get started.
Well, we're excited as well. I mean, there's a lot of platforms that, you know, that our community is growing. If you just drive, you know, on around here and you see everything kind of, within a month's time, there's driveways and buildings up, which is, I find surprising. So taking on this challenge, I mean, what is your contingency? What does the community want? What are they looking for?
So one of the big things is that what you just brought up, that discussion. You know, in Port Royal, we've done a lot of really good things for the past 4 years with some infrastructure and capital projects. So we've repaving all of the roads that we own. We've expanded sidewalks, making safer streets in the village of Port Royal. And we've also got some money set aside to do some stormwater projects as well too. So those kind of ground level utility projects are going and funded and are running, and we got to make sure we finish those. But the thing that I hear from people is they do see the community changing. They see it growing rapidly. If you look at some of the numbers from the census data, it's pretty alarming how fast this place is growing. And people are they're concerned about the community that they're losing, the community that we're building, and they just want to make sure that you know, local leaders are keeping an eye on that and, you know, making sure that it's just managed and done in the right way.
Absolutely. And then what other problems? I mean, with Port Royal, I mean, it's such a beautiful community. You know, it's sort of, you have Beaufort, Port Royal, and it's known for its tourism. It's known for its local flavor. And what does the community want? What are the residents looking for?
So the one thing that is so unique and I love about Port Royal, the town motto is cool, coastal, and far from ordinary. And, you know, that's one thing they want to keep that. That is the culture and the heritage of Port Royal. It's got a deep history. It's small, it's quaint. It's still one of those communities where people know each other. They look out for each other. We get together and have a lot of festivals and spend time together. We just had our Christmas golf cart parade the other night, last Saturday, which was a lot of fun. We had 75 carts come out and had an after party at Shell Ring, which is the brewery over by Fish Camp by the water. And so those community events, they just want to make sure that we're staying true to that history of, you know, cool, coastal, far from ordinary, and a community that really, you know, knows each other, looks out for each other, and is there for each other.
How big is the community?
So right now, Port Royal actually has about 15,000 residents. That's, you know, give or take a few, but yeah, around 15,000. And so Port Royal is also more than just the village. We do have that downtown village that everyone thinks of. You know, when you pull into Port Royal, we've got the flags and the signs. But actually, when you go up, you know, up Rebo Road, a lot of that area is in Port Royal. If you go, you know, towards Robert Smalls, toward the Broad River Bridge, we've got neighborhoods in there, picket fences, Shell Point Farm, Shadow Moss. So there's actually a lot of neighborhoods with a lot of different families. We've got a huge military presence in Port Royal. You know, we've got the Beaufort Naval Heritage, the hospital is in Port Royal, and also Paris Island, which is a massive, you know, influx of people and, you know, military families. So a lot of military families that we have around.
So for 2024 coming up, what is the top 4 things you think you're going to work on?
So one thing we're going to get into is we need to keep an eye on the port development. So right now we're underway with a major port development with a company called Safe Harbor. They own and operate marinas up and down the eastern seaboard. They have purchased this property in Port Royal. It's right on Battery Creek, and we need to make sure that whatever's done there is going to be, you know, an iconic development within Port Royal and has the chance to really mold Port Royal going forward. So we got to make sure that that's being done in a transparent way, that's being done the right way, and that everyone's on board with what's being done with the port development. We're going to get in and look at some of our codes and some of our planning and make sure that we are growing and developing in the way that we like, update and look at our master plans, our comp plans. You know, one more thing that we want to as well too, we're talking about on Wednesday night, our council meeting tomorrow night, is expanding some of our community events, maybe bringing in some more festivals, some more events, and just that is really the best part about Port Royal is when everybody gets together. So we want to figure out ways to do that more.
You know, I have to say that's part of the magical of this coastal communities. I mean, it's Port Royal, it's Beaufort, it's Bluffton, it's Hilton Head, it's Charleston. I mean, it all goes around, and I think that's what really makes us special, this coastal life.
Absolutely. People love it. I've fallen in love with it. That's why I'm here. And then running for office, and I'm, starting a family here, and I absolutely just love the community and want it to be the best it can be.
Well, I'm just going to share congratulations to you and your wife. They're going to have a little one next month.
Yes,
and
ma'am,
all
absolutely.
healthy and joyful. Well, Mayor Phillips,
Yes.
very nice to meet you. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
And we'll be right back with more 843 TV.